Good morning, students. So today I'm going to derive an expression for center of mass of a two-particle system. So this topic is from this chapter System of Particles and Rotational Motion. So first understand the definition of center of mass. So center of mass of a body is a point where whole mass of the body may be supposed to be concentrated. That single point is known as center of mass. And if whole weight of the body is supposed to be concentrated at a particular point, then that point is known as center of gravity here. So in center of mass of a body, here whole mass of the body is supposed to be balanced or concentrated. So remember this definition of center of mass. It may be lie inside the body, on the surface, or outside the body. So depends upon the situation or depends upon the diagram. So now going to derive this expression for center of mass of two particle system. So let we have a xy plane like this way. Here x-axis this side, y-axis O stand origin here. Let now these are the two particles having masses m1 and m2. So let A and B be their name. Now their position is always represented from origin here. So join O and this particle who having a mass m1. Let r1 be the position vector of first particle. Likewise, r2 be the position vector of second particle. Let now from outside apply external force. So F external force, F1 external force is applied on first particle. Likewise, from outside also apply a force called F2 external force on the second particle who having a mass m2 here. So first of all, net external force. So net external force which is applied, external force applied, let it is F external and it is equal to sum of F1 external plus F2 external. Let first equation. Since these particles having a mass m1 and m2, they also mutually interact with each other. So let now they exert a force called mutual interaction forces, say F12 and F21 be the mutual interaction forces acting on first particle and second particle due to another particles. So F1 be the mutual force of interaction which is acting on first particle who having a mass m1 due to second particle B particle who having a mass m2. Likewise, F21 be the mutual interaction force acting on second particle due to first particle. So now total force acting on first particle. So let this is F1 total and it is equal to F1 external force plus F12. F12 means a force which is acting due to mutual interaction. So let this is the second equation. Likewise, total force acting on second particle. So let going to write F2 total and it is equal to now F2 external force plus F21 mutual interaction forces. Let equation number 3 by adding second and third. So add these two equations. So by adding equation second and equation 3 we get. So if you add these two equations, so f1 total plus f2 total equal to f1 external plus f2 external plus f12 plus f21. Since according to Newton's third law of motion, f1 plus f21 equal to 0, means both the forces, they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, so they cancel the effect of each other. It means f12 plus f21 equal to 0. Also f1 external plus f2 external, from first equation it is equal to f external, so use first equation also here. So this implies that f1 total plus f2 total equal to f1 external plus f2 external, from first equation it is f external force. So let equation number 4 now. Using, so going to use second law, using Newton's second law of motion. So according to Newton's second law of motion, this force, that is F1 total, can be written, that is rate of change of momentum, that is dp1 upon dt. Momentum equal to product of mass into velocity, that is m1 can be written outside, and dv1 upon dt, which can be further written, see now, velocity v1 can be written, that is this v1. Now velocity equal to rate of change of displacement, it means this further can be modified, that m1 and here d upon dt, and instead of v1 going to write dr1 upon dt. So r1 is the position vector or displacement vector, which further can be written, that is m1 d square upon dt square, and rest is r1 here. It means if two times we differentiate this displacement or position, we got acceleration here, remember it. So f1 total can be written like this way. In same manner, going to write f2 total, so f2 total will come m2 d square upon dt square of r2 here. So likewise, directly writing, similarly f2 total, according to Newton second law of motion, it can be written m2 d square upon dt square, that is the rate of change of displacement, and two times if we differentiate this displacement or position, we got acceleration here. So force equal to mass into acceleration. So use these two equations, that is f1 total, this one, and this f2 total, in this equation, fourth equation, put here. So now equation 4 implies, so we get here f external equal to, now f1 total can be written, that is m1 d square r1 upon dt square plus m2 d square r2 upon dt square. Now this can be modified, that is f external d square upon dt square can be taken outside common, that is m1 r1 plus m2 r2. Again it can be written like this way, So multiply and divide by same quantity, that is m1 plus m2, and here also d square upon dt square. Here also write m1 plus m2 in denominator. So there's slight modification. Again see here carefully now. This m1 plus m2, it is called whole mass of the body, that is mass of these two particles, and can be written that is capital M here. So F external equal to here, let capital M, that is whole mass of two particles, and d square upon dt square of m1 r1 plus m2 r2 and upon m1 plus m2. Now here this m1 r1 plus m2 r2 upon m1 plus m2, it is equal to r and c dot m, that is center of mass of position vector of two particle system here. That is, if two times we differentiate this, whatever it is inside the brackets, and that is represented as RCM, that is position vector of center of mass of particle, then this represent acceleration, the whole quantity including d square upon dt square, that is by comparing from the formula of force equal to mass into acceleration. So capital M mass and A is the acceleration. It means if we compare this equation, F equal to ma and this m d square upon dt square, whatever it is inside the brackets, then this whole things, that is d square upon dt square, and then rest of the quantity, it is equal to acceleration. So this implies that, and m1 r1 plus m2 r2 upon m1 plus m2, it is represented as RCM, that is position vector of center of mass. So here RCM is known as center of mass, center of mass of position vector of two particle system, two particle system. So in order to solve the numericals based upon center of mass of two particle system, we use this formula, that center of mass of position vector of two particle can be written m1 r1 plus m2 r2, where r1 and r2 are position vector of first particle and second particles, and m1 and m2 are the masses of respective particles. So remember this formula, important formula to solve the numericals, and remember the small derivations. So important one, if someone asks, if two particles having same mass, that is m1 equal to m2, in that situation the center of mass always lies at the center point here, that is this point here, midpoint, say C is the called here center of mass, and then it is represented as capital R here, RCM, if two particles having same mass, common mass. So revise this topic, it's important one and simple topic. Thank you.